guys think about this position? Any thoughts? Thoughts? No, I have a terrible memory. I'd be scared of an e5 push by white. Okay, but we're white, so. Okay, I don't really know how we're gonna push e5. Seems nigh impossible. You'd be scared of an f5 push from black? I don't even know what that does. Like, how does that even make sense? F4 insta move? Okay, well F4 is illegal. So, pretty sure you can't play that one. Let's try to stick to legal moves. Might help. So does anyone have a legal move to suggest? Okay, checkmate. That's another illegal move. So far, no legal move. Okay, well, what is where would there be a possible checkmate for white if what we're missing? Good. Okay, is there a way to make that e4 pawn disappear? Okay, f4 again is illegal. For the second time. f4 is illegal. Okay guys, f4 is illegal. Kick the knight and push the pawn. Okay, again, kicking the knight is illegal. Again, forcing the knight to move is illegal. So moving the f-pawn is illegal. Moving king h1 hangs the f-pawn. Okay, moving the king hangs the f-pawn. Is there another way? Someone mentioned it. Someone mentioned it. Someone mentioned it again. Someone mentioned it again. Someone else mentioned it with additional commentary. Okay, so the question now is, did anyone consider this move? Ever? And if not, why not? Okay. So what does this move threaten? What does this move threaten? Let's see if anyone gets this one right. Yeah, very good. Very good. So, very good, Haharu. Yeah. It actually threatens two things. And the two things it threatens is it threatens knight e7, but it also threatens knight f6. Notice that that's actually a legitimate threat. Okay, so say knight e7, say he plays, I don't know, queen d7 or something. to get out of the fork. Okay, now knight f6 wins.
Check.
Okay, because even if the queen wasn't there, if king h8, of course, it's just mate, right?
Checkmate.
And if you take, then take, and there's no way to stop this mate. It's actually impossible to stop. So, this move knight d5 actually does threaten two things, not just one. That's the first point. Okay, the second point is what happens if black takes. E takes d5, white wins a queen, right? So, do you guys understand why knight d5 leads to tactical possibilities in this position? Does it make sense? Do you guys see it now? Okay. So, look at what all the pieces are doing, right? So knight d5, white wins, right? Wrong. So someone tell me why knight d5 loses. Someone tell me why knight d5 loses. This is why tactics are difficult. No, the capture is forced. But someone give me a line. Someone give me a line. Interesting pawn mountain. Unfortunately, the queen is attacked on c2. So don't forget, the pawn on c2 is not undefended. It's an interesting idea, though. Something that would make more sense, in the same vein, would be to take on f2
Check.
and play queen c5 or
Check.
something to get out of pawn takes being attacking the queen. But the problem with this is bishop e3, and again the queen's attacked, and you don't have time to take my knight. And again I'll have knight f6, and I'm also just up a piece, so that doesn't quite work. But that was an interesting idea. So does anyone see anything else? Okay, Eno's improving, good. So bishop takes f2,
Check.
king takes f2, there's knight takes d3, check.
Check.
Good. And then take the knight, that's good. Okay, but what's wrong with this? Eno's absolutely right, but what's wrong with that? Exactly. So the problem is capturing the bishop is not
Check.
obligatory. So I don't have to capture. I can just go king h1. And now you have the same problems you had before. So you're absolutely right, but that's another important point of tactics is assumption. You know, it seems like, oh, you know, I'm forcing
Check.
the king and rook, you have to take. But in reality, I don't have to take. Because my threats are stronger than your threats. I'm threatening mate. You're threatening a rook. Mate is stronger than a rook. Okay. So does anyone have any idea why this move is not good? Yeah, exactly. No matter how much force you think your move has, you know, if you think you're attacking a queen, doesn't necessarily mean I have to move my queen. Here, attacking both my rooks. Don't assume I have to move either rook. Okay, knight g6. What's the problem with knight g6? The problem is it doesn't stop knight f6.
Check.
Remember, we said knight f6 mates? So knight f6 still mates. Exactly. Good. Okay, anything else? Again, don't assume. Okay, knight f3 check doesn't actually do anything. I just take it, right? And then after take, the same stuff happens. So knight f3 check doesn't actually improve anything for black. Rook f8 again. I mean, at the very least, I can go knight e7 and win the exchange. At the very least. I may be able to actually get away with knight f6 anyway. I'm not entirely sure, but knight f6 could also win. But no, there's something stronger. There's a reason I gave this example. King h8 still runs into knight f6. Even though knight f6 is not checked, you still can't stop the mate. So that's not it. But this example ties directly into what happened last game with the Eno. You guys who are watching that stream should be able to figure it out. Again, f5 does nothing to stop knight e7 fork. g6 does nothing to stop knight e7 fork. Knight d3 does nothing to stop knight e7 fork. Or knight f6 mate. So, what else? Right, but we just went over that. If bishop takes f2, I don't have to take. And if rook e8, then again, knight f6 mates, probably. Because your king is still stuck. Yeah. Yeah, but the problem is the flight score in f8 is not enough. So just to show you, like,
Check.
rook e8, knight f6,
Check.
take. And I'm still threatening queen h6 and queen g7. You tell me, Haharu. You tell me. So the fact that the king can run to f8 doesn't actually help. I don't know, Zwish, you tell me. What about it? What about it? so let me go back. It looks good. Are you sure? Okay, so what does white play? F knight takes f2. In that line. Because what's the material right there? I don't think white plays that. Don't think white plays that. Where's your knight? And where's my queen? Yeah. Eno realizes that one. Okay. So let's step forward through the line. So ED5, ED5. Okay. So right now, black's up a piece, right? So knight D3. So now black's up 2 pieces, right? So black's up 2 full pieces. And now notice there's no mate thread. Okay, so we take a queen. So now white's up a queen for 2 pieces. And now, rather than recapturing here and losing this knight, we capture on f2. So now we're threatening knight takes h3, double check. So the queen has to move. And the queen should want to move to a square where it defends this pawn. So the only square it can do that from is f3. I guess you could also go to d7, but f3 seems more appropriate. So queen f3. And now, well, if king f1 here, I just take the queen, right? Your queen's hanging. So you gotta move the queen. So queen f3. Okay, and now what for black? A final finesse. Yeah, and then you're down a ton of material. So what should black play here? I don't think so, you know. Are you counting correctly? Knight c8? It seems illegal. Bishop c8, then I can just take on f2. At the very least. No, we can go over it. So you're saying CB, or are you saying King F1, right? Okay, so knight takes H3, take. And here I have a bishop and knight for rook. And I'm also up a pawn. So if you count, I'm actually up 2 points of material, right? Rook, bishop, knight for rook, and I'm up a pawn. So I'm actually up 2 points. So black's up material. Not white. Yeah. I mean, even if I play rook b8, even here, right? What's the material? I'm up a pawn, right? Rook, bishop, rook, bishop. So black is still up a pawn, but knight takes g5 is better. Because it's better to take a bishop and save your knight for a rook rather than trade the knight. Or rather than lose the knight, you know what I mean? But even here, black is up material. But the other one is stronger. Okay, so we got 1201 live. Okay, so the right idea is actually to capture on c6 first. And it's not so important, the move order. But yeah, so here, after queen f3, so the right idea is to take on c6 first, then take on d1 check, and then take on b2. Okay, so now what's the material here? Yep. And who is better? Yeah. Black's much better. So much so better that black's just like winning here. This king is very unsafe. And he's just getting mated. So, yeah, I mean, this queen is kind of just doing nothing. If you guys want to see how the game finished out, didn't last too much longer. Rook e4, knight c4, queen d5, take a3, queen d3, bishop c5, rook h4, threatening mate, f5, queen h3, h6, queen f3, threatening queen d5 stuff if you take. Rook e8, bishop c1, rook e4, g3, rook h4, gh4, f4, king g2, bishop e3, bishop a3, knight d2, queen d5, rook f7, and white resign. Because f3, f2, and f1 are coming. So, what did we learn? You always have to make sure you know what's going on. When you go into a tactic, and make sure you analyze the line the whole way through. Even if you think you're running material at the start, it may not be as clear by the end. Yeah. Okay, let's look at one more example of something. Okay. So actually, I'll do it like that. Okay. So it was white's move here, and white played this move, knight to d2. Okay. So what does this move do? Hits the queen. Okay. What else does it do? Opens file. Be more specific. Hits the queen and hits the bishop on c8. Okay. So is white winning? So does white win? Is it over? Does black resign here? Okay. So what can black do? Rook c6. Rook c6, the queen is still hanging pawn mountain. So you have to attend to your queen, unfortunately. Bishop d7. Okay, so what does bishop d7 do? Counterattacks their queen. Okay, that's a good thing. So does bishop d7 work? Bishop d7, queen takes f8 first? Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so is there anything else black can do? Anything else black can do? Resign. Is resign a good option? Yeah, if you move the queen, I just take on c8. And pretty busted. Pretty busted. So should black resign? Queen takes b2? That doesn't seem to be very good. I just take your queen. Then when you take back, I take on c8. And you lose all your pieces. With check. Because then I take on c8, then I take on b7 with check, then I take on a6. So you lose all your pieces with check. Not good. Okay, so black resigns. Yep, GG. Yay, follower. Anyone else? Black resign? Got nothing. Okay. 2 guys for black resigns. Anyone else? Yep, 3. Black resigns? No? Well, you haven't given me a reason why not. Black wins. That's a pretty incredulous claim. Yeah, bishop e5 just hangs the bishop. Yeah. Don't do much. So everyone thinks black should resign, huh? You sure? You sure? You guys, what happens after bishop d7, queen takes f8, king takes f8, knight takes b3, a takes b3? Who's better here? Look closely. Who's better here? Who's better here? No, it's not white. It's not white. This is dead. This is a target. These rooks have no squares. This bishop's a monster. It's not white. A move like rook c7 is met by bishop c6. And if you play rook d2, I just bring my king toward the center, push my pawns, and black's winning. Yeah, rook c5, I just take on b2 and now you're dead. This is over. So black shouldn't resign, right? Because bishop d7 saves him. And the game continues. Wait. What are we waiting for? Not you. I mean, you missed something. You missed that queen takes f8 doesn't win. Yeah, queen c7, I just move my queen. Queen b5. Yeah, I know queen takes not forced, but if you move your queen, I move my queen. And you have nothing. So, game continues, right? Agreed? Come on, guys, I'm not tricking you again. Just want to go on to the next problem, so game continues here, right? Yeah. Follower, you got it. Nah. You're right sometimes. Hey, you're right about knight d5. I just want you guys to believe that the game continues before I go on. Because, you know, maybe it doesn't. Knight d5 was wrong. It was wrong. But it was the most natural idea in the position, and none of you saw it, so it happened to be wrong, but if things were just very slightly different in that position, it would have worked, so. Is everyone still churning away, or are you guys satisfied? Well, black doesn't win. I mean, we were afraid that black loses. But we found a way to save him with bishop d7. But you guys aren't saying anything, so I'm not sure if you guys are confident with that assessment. That's all. Knight b3. Knight takes b3 here. It's then I just take on b8. Yeah, knight c5, sure. But again, you're only winning the exchange there, right? Same kind of issues. Same kind of issues. So someone figured it out. Someone figured it out. Someone else figured it out. The answer is black can resign here. And the reason is because of what Zwish and Sykes Studios said in Rook c8. And here, black can resign. Kind of a funny move to spot, but threatening mate and the queen. If you take with the rook, it's check.
Check.
Then check.
Check.
And then I take the queen. And if you move the queen, again it's mate.
Checkmate.
And if you take with the bishop, now my queen is not hanging, so I have time to take on b3. And the difference is, if you move the bishop, I can take this, fork. And if you take the knight, now I can take on c8 with my rook. And again, white's ahead, tons of material. So, after rook c8, black can resign. And indeed, black did resign here. Okay. So again, the lesson is don't stop calculating. Because it's tricky to figure out what's going on. Let's do one more example. Yeah, it's one of the trickiest things to do, Zwish. So, I'm trying to train you guys to think about that more. I mean, sometimes it's not necessary, but oftentimes it is. You know, just because you win an exchange, you have to ask yourself, is my position going to be compromised at all for winning this exchange? You know, or is it not? Is it not worth winning this exchange because my position will be compromised? Or, you know, even if you win a rook, you know, am I just getting mated after I win this rook or something? You know. So you have to make sure that you haven't strengthened your opponent's position. Okay, let's look at one more. So I'll let you guys think about this position for a few minutes. Without any comment from me, and then we'll talk about it. C4. Unfortunately, that move is illegal, so because it's black's move. So let's not jump into things. Let's let me start the position. Okay, this is it. Whoops, there's a pawn here. Okay, so it's black's move. So to move black, I'll flip it for you guys. Okay. So I'll let you guys think for a few minutes, and let me know if you guys have something. see your brain's churning. Keep churning. You guys are doing a good job. Group thinking. Keep going. Keep it going. I don't think there's a single person here that sees everything that's hanging in this position. Pretty much every single piece is hanging. If you don't see that, double check. Because pretty much every one of your lines, you guys are hanging multiple pieces with check, just so you know. So, notice that everything's hanging. It's Black Spoon. Okay. So I'm pretty sure Kevlar is the only person who notices everything is hanging. None of you guys notice that everything is hanging. So, I mean, for both sides. For both sides. Yeah, it's definitely the most immediate. I agree. He's talking about C8. C8, C8. Kevlar means queen takes C8. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little confusing because there's also rook on C1. But, yeah, C8's hanging, D5's hanging, H4's hanging, E4's hanging, G2 is a threat potentially. Yeah, but if you look at the board, you can see 8's on the bottom here, because it's black's on the bottom. So if you just looked at the screen, you can kind of see it's an 8. Like, just look at the screen, match up the letter with the number. There's a C here, there's an 8 here. Yeah. Okay. So, let's talk about it. Okay, so as we noticed, we got this, we got this, we got this, right? So you guys noticed rook takes c2, which is good. So the idea, of course, is if rook takes rook, mate. If rook takes rook, mate. Okay. So now, what happens on queen takes knight? How can white check? If white checks on c8, we just take it. Don't forget, rooks move backwards. So, yeah, rooks move backwards. Very good, guys. Very good. So, rook d4 is a very quiet move, but it's very strong. I know that Cloud said it originally. Good job, Psych Studios as well. So what's the point? So the point is this knight's attacked, right? If f3, what happens? If f3, of course, being 1. Yeah. Checkmate is a good move. So you can't open up the second rank. And if white plays a quiet move like h3, then what happens here? So not queen takes e4. Not queen takes e4. But rook takes d1. Yeah, rook takes. And now something takes, queen takes. Yeah, just wins the pawn. Yep. So you grab the knight and you up a pawn. Okay. But there's something else that you guys may not have considered. And that something else is this move. Oops. This move.
Check.
Okay, so what happens after this move? Okay, but I mean, what's the rest of the line? Yeah, okay, keep going. Black is in trouble. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. No, king h7 doesn't work. Because I can take on d4. Or rather, I can take on c2. I mean, it transposes, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So what's the final end position? Where are the pieces? And who's better? That's the question. Who is better? Yep. Yep. So who's better in that position? Yep. So Zwish got it. So yeah. Rook takes d8. Rook takes d8.
Check.
King h7. Rook takes c2. Queen takes e4. Okay. So 2 rooks for the queen. But who is better here? Black. Are you sure? So right now the material is 2 rooks for a queen and a pawn. So in terms of count, it's exactly equal, right? 2 rooks are 10, queen and a pawn are 10. So 9 plus 1 is 10, 5 plus 5 is 10. So in terms of material, it's equal, but in position, who is better? Black has a passed pawn. That's not true. Too open for black to be up. Okay. Black. Okay. I mean, is it equal? Black is starting main. Okay, true. And c2, true. I can defend both of those. Yeah, rook c1 is forced. Rook c1 is forced. That's very true. So yeah, normally 2 rooks actually overpower a queen. However, in this particular position, the 2 rooks are unable to get coordinated, and black has enough time to kind of use the queen judiciously So it's indeed true that black is better in this position. So rook takes c2 was correct, but only because we ended up with this position almost by force. So black would have had to seen this end position and evaluate it as good for him, which it is, but even you guys weren't exactly clear looking at this position that black's better. So I'll just show you how black ended up winning this game if you guys want. So I'll show you what happened. How is this different than your line? Oh, I don't know, what was your line? Queen c8. Well, queen c8, it didn't win 2 rooks. It only won a rook and a piece. And your knight was hanging at the end on e4, which is why it wasn't the same. Notice how his pawn became very strong now. And here, white resigned. Yeah, I mean, but the problem was the rooks were forced to become passive because they had to defend the queenside pawns, and the only way they were able to do that was when the rooks had to kind of align themselves in the first rank. So it was almost by force that the rooks became passive, which is why black is better in that initial position that I showed you after, you know, the 2 rooks for the queen happened. So just a little friendly warning to beware when you initiate into a forcing sequence, and make sure you understand what the end positions are.